The Dallas Card Show, the second largest show in the country, with over 500 tables at these shows. Some of the biggest content creators and dealers across the country fly in. Here you can find over $100,000 trades, 5-figure transactions. What's going to happen this weekend? You're about to find out.
Systems are still down. What a way to start the trip.
Here, it said 314 on.
Alright guys, so Steven just landed. He's over at Terminal E. I'm in A, so I'm going to be taking like the Skylink over there.
I'm here, baby. I'm here to make some trades, make some deals. Breakout on it, that would have been fun.
Alright guys, at the Dallas show now. Here you guys go. Let's get it. Check what Mealy Pops got yesterday already. 2 roots.
Oh, today, this just happened.
Oh, this has just happened now.
Yeah.
So check these out.
Okay. Yeah, we sold a lot too. And then Jacob's staying over there, the guy who I did the Pokemon case with, he's here. So. Yeah, I mean. So 40 for all that.
40 for that stack.
The whole stack.
Okay.
This, for some reason I like him. There's a lot of guys that think he's going to be.
And you had 50 for the feller there. No, I got you. Alright guys, so I just got the Bob feller here. And then this lot,
I don't think it's the whole, like, oh, the
$75 and it's done. Just like the Miami show, I'm going to continue picking up Walker Buehler and Jack Flaherty Chrome rookie cards for $1 to $2 each. I think the upside of them is really high, especially if they continue to be top 5 pitchers in the game. People keep sleeping on them. The Bronco is one of the most toughest football cards to find. A pre-war card by National Chickle, the same brand that made Diamond Stars. There's only about 170 of these floating around. Very, very expensive card. And at one point, a high grade of this was the most expensive card in the hobby. This is way before your Tom Brady's, of course. All right, guys, made another transaction today. 2 Vlads right here, a base and then a bronze from 2019 and 2018. $100 a pop on them, $200. Lance.
Appreciate it. Nice deal.
Awesome.
And this one is long gone, folks. Vladdy Guerrero.
On a lot over here, bunch of slabs, taking away some inventory, doing a bulk deal. 180. 180?
Comes out to 210 in total.
I end up trading a lot of these during the show, so without this deal, I wouldn't have gotten some of the big ticket items, and you'll see that later on. 3D right here, got the refractor 10, and then I got the chrome update number to 250, all 3 for 350. There we go. Okay, besides Manny Machado, I think Devers is the second most underrated player, position player in baseball right now in respect to the hobby. So he plays for the Boston Red Sox, which normally Red Sox cards are expensive because it's a legacy team. But take a look at these stats. He got called up in 2018 along with, let's say, Acuna and Juan Soto. But he has 2.1 WAR so far this year, 9.5 overall. He has about 500 hits, 50 this year, 13 home runs, 87. So he's going to clear over 100 home runs. He's going to clear way over 500 hits and over 10 WAR at the age of 24. Really, really good. Now look at Acuna. I know Acuna has better stats. WAR-wise, he's at 12.5. Hit-wise, he's at 380 compared to 480. Home runs, 96 compared to 87. They both have about the 280 batting average overall. And RBI-wise, 225 compared to 293. So both players are really good. Obviously, Acuna gets the edge, but if you look at the prices, Acuna is so much more expensive. What's your name?
Jeremy.
All right, I'm here with Jeremy. So we just made a deal. I'm upgrading my Nolan Ryan rookie. So you guys saw I picked this up at the Jacksonville card show a while ago. It's a BVG4. I also had this Jimmy Fox, which I recently upgraded, so I had a second one on the side. So I just traded both of these for the Nolan Ryan right here and a CJ Abrams prospect that I'm really high on. I'm also paying $275 on the deal. So let's go over this trade. I know it's sometimes hard to hear exactly what happened. So I traded my Nolan Ryan BVG4, which I've been trying to upgrade. I paid $550 for this at the Jacksonville card show. Next, I got a 1933 Jimmy Fox 2 that had a mark on it. Now, this mark was very, very small, so it shouldn't detract from value too much. And I originally paid $450 for this card. The 2s now for Jimmy Fox are going for about $900, so double my money, and I bought this on eBay. I also threw in about $275 cash into the trade. So I'm total into this at $1,275. Now I get the Nolan Ryan, a BVG 6, and then I also got a CJ Abrams button auto. And I'm really high on CJ Abrams. I did not have this card. I have a bunch of his autos and numbered parallels, but not this. So I'm really happy with this trade. All right, guys, 2 more pickups from the show. So first, I got a George Sisler. Really happy to have this as it's my first Sisler in my collection. He doesn't have a T205 or a T206 or a Gaudy, so you're gonna have to look for those in between years. Sisler had one of the highest batting averages ever. Really, really great player. Most people don't even know who he is. So I was able to pick this up for $100. Obviously, I'm gonna have to get this reslabbed. It's gonna be a little bit of pain for that, but still, it's a really cool card. And then I got a Pete Rose as a 6. And again, I use this as a trade later on, so make sure to watch for that. All right, guys, trivia question for you. How many times did George Sisler hit over 400? 400 is the legendary mark that a lot of batters strive to achieve for. We haven't had it in a very, very long time. Well, George Sisler was a good hitter, so did he have it 0 times? 1, 2, or 3? Guys, comment down below and I'll give you the answer within 48 hours. Made a few deals so far at the show. Pretty happy with how it's going. It's only 2:35, so I've only been here a few hours. I mean, I've already spent a ton of money, made a few trades as well. You saw the Nolan Ryan upgrade to a 4 to a 6. So being in Texas, I got lucky finding a bunch of Nolan Ryan cards. This was my second Nolan Ryan card pickup of the day. It is a 1971, which I believe is a high number. Now, what makes this card tough is the black borders. A lot of these cards chipped really, really easily. And you can see that on the left side of that. The reason why this card, I think, got a 5.5. I know that's like a different SGC system back then, but I'm really happy about it. I love this card and glad to add it to the PC. All right, you guys hear me talk about investing in Flaherty all the time. Well, this dealer has my Flaherty PC completely beat. He's the one who probably outbid me on some of these cards way back. So, I mean, look at all the one-of-ones here. Just an absolutely insane collection. And that's not even including the Pulses over here, the 52 Mays. Great stuff right here. All right, guys, so it is 3:01 right now. I'm about to meet up with Steven and then one of my other friends, James. You've seen James on the channel before. We did an interview over here. Collects a lot of vintage cards, especially pre-war. We're gonna go to this burger place across the street and get some food there and then come back here for more pickups. Your best deal today?
Not this one, hold on. This one, 20 bucks for a Joe Morgan rookie.
I saw you on your flight to Mexico.
Yeah. So guys, Pulse, check it out, check it out.
That's a good deal.
Slab is 10.
It's more than that. It's like 25 now. Makes no sense.
Rookie Machado. Photo rookie of Bullock. Okay. Obviously, you just need to read what that one is.
The go-to burger spot for the Dallas card show.
0.5. It was a good one. It wasn't like a something.
I'm pretty bullish on football cards right now. Lawrence and all the quarterbacks in the first few rounds.
So since James ended up winning the contest giveaway that I had on the channel for 1,000 subscribers, decided to go around and find a card for him. And he ended up picking the 1968 Bob Gibson. This was his legendary year. That MLB ended up moving the mound down. It used to be higher up, but they made that rule because of how dominant Bob Gibson was. And James loves collecting the MVP players and Triple Crowns, so it's a great addition to his PC, and I was glad to add to it. There's 2 rookie cards that you're never going to find at an auction house or on eBay, and hard to find at card shows. So the first one is a Mike Schmidt O-Pee-Chee PSA 10, one of the best third basemen of all time. Absolutely beautiful card looking at in person, especially in the back. These things chip so easily, and you know, it looks very, very clean. And the O-Pee-Chee is, again, very low pop. And next you have Carlton Fisk, the Boston legendary catcher. Again, a very, very clean card from 1972. These early 70 cards are really hard to find in good shape. Now, if you guys are looking for these cards right here or some of the other really high-end cards that I showcase in the video, check the link down below. I have a brokerage service where I work with the dealers and investors to make sure you can find some of the best high-quality cards in the market. So check down below and fill out that form. All right, so my last pickups from the day. You remember Tommy from the last show? Tommy had the insane PC. I mean, you can see it in the case behind, but I ended up picking up 2 Joe Louis early boxing cards and then a Mel Ott for my Gaudy PC. I was really, really happy to get it. So 3 big PC cards, literally just walking out the door, making a last minute deal from day one. And that's it for that.
All right, guys, day number 2 at the Dallas Card Show. Just waiting for the Uber. It's gonna take 15 minutes to get here, which is kind of crazy, but this hotel is like 3 or 4 miles away from the main one. I wish I booked earlier, and that's a tip for you guys. If you're going to the Dallas Card Show, make sure you guys book your hotel in advance, because this hotel is 3 or 4 miles away. Each Uber is about $15, and that adds up pretty fast. So just spend the extra money, stay at the hotel. Easier to transport stuff. You can drop off bags in your room and everything like that. Thing sells out really, really fast, so book right away. Anyways, it is 7:40 right now. We have to get to the show around 8 for some interviews, and we'll catch you guys there. All right, guys, so I'm here at the conference center, and day 1 was a success. I'm gonna put the 3 cards, my 3 favorite that I got yesterday, on the screen right now so you guys can see that. And yeah, really awesome Nolan Ryan, Joe Louis, and a Mel Ott cards that I've been looking for. Really happy to upgrade the Nolan Ryan from a 4 to a 6. Now today is day 2, and I have a packed schedule. So later tonight I have a content creators dinner hosted by James Beckett, the founder of Beckett Magazine. So it'll be really fun. A ton of creators are gonna be there. I'm not gonna spoil that right now, but you'll see some of that content later today. And then also I'm gonna be going live with Jeremy on Sports Card Live today at midnight on Eastern time. So some of you guys might have watched this episode already, since this vlog's gonna be out probably on Monday. If not, check out his channel. It's gonna be on there. We're gonna be going over the Dallas Card Show, trading, and a lot more. So make sure to check that out.
This card is that it's a on-card rookie auto from Kobe. The coolest thing about it is the only auto you ever see with his first and last name on it, which is extremely rare.
Need this?
Yo, 600. You got a deal.
On the base?
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, they have a black one and a gold one too. I like, these are my favorite.
Guys, we're here with Kyle. He puts together Dallas shows. Steve's gonna be doing the interview. Awesome. And also, probably hotlines in the background. We're about to do the podcast. So you guys are gonna see that there. It's gonna be a ton of fun.
Sorry. Rich Klein, legend right there. I don't know if y'all talked to Rich.
Yeah, I know Rich.
He invented sports cards.
He created the first OJs.
Nobody's written more about him.
That's true. That's true.
The man, the myth, the legend.
By the way, happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, Rich. Yeah, okay.
21. He's 21.
That's like 18 21. It is. Yeah. That was accident. Okay. So
Yeah, we're going back. So yeah, Kyle, please tell us about just this whole show, how it started, how you're thinking of it, just the whole deal. Please give it to us. We want to hear.
Yeah, man, you know what? I started these shows about 5 years ago, smaller shows, and we just kept on building up. Rich Collins have been with us since the start, you know. So we started in Frisco, Plano, and then we moved over here to Allen when this convention center started. So 2019 was our first show in this convention center. We tried it at a hockey rink before. That sweaty pavement, it just didn't work for us. So, but it was nice. I mean, it's nice. The acoustics were great. So, but in this building right here, it's just like 2019 we started it, and we sold out. I mean, we sold out of tables about a show about this size, and then COVID hit. 2020, and you know, all of our shows shut down. So we got lucky. We got an exemption from the governor. He called it necessary business here at this hotel. We just got a hold of the right people. So you know, it took off a little bit nationally from there. But we had a big show before that. Actually, last March we broke our attendance record. So which was prior to that was 2019, August 2019. So yeah, we're appreciative. Appreciate everybody that comes out, man, and talks about it. You guys, I mean, it's just awesome to go on to online and actually see YouTube and see DallasCardShow.com and there's so much out there, so much content. It's amazing the trades that go through here. Oh my God, you know, you'll hear a bunch of people screaming in the middle of the room. It's just, that's what we live for. That's what I love. That's the adrenaline that fuels me.
Yeah, that's really awesome. And I really like how you have a place for this stuff to happen. And really, there's groups on like online that are great and all, but just to really go in, to really get the hands-on feel and just to experience this. I think it's really just such an experience that is really hard to even duplicate, because most of the little shows, it's kind of quiet, whatever. But you have people from all over, of all different sports, whether it's like Ryan going back to cricket, or there's stuff from running cards and this and that, things you've never even seen, sports cards, Marvel cards. There's like, I love how you have everything here. And there's such a good little thing where if you're a collector, there's always something here for you.
What do you collect, by the way?
So what do I collect? I do a lot of vintage basketball and vintage baseball, or stuff that I love to PC.
Oh, beautiful! Nobody collects that stuff. Babe Ruth. So that you brought me to my hot topic right there. Babe Ruth. W514, look out for it because it's like, 2 years ago it was like an $800 card. That's his first New York Yankee card. His first New York Yankee card. It was, I think it's up to like 8,000 now, but that's a steal. Anyway, I got off track there a little bit. No, let me tell you this right here. This building is perfect for it because sound ricochets in here, and it just makes it at times it gets like your ears will be pierced a little bit. So I mean, it's like later in the day today, y'all been here before. It's I try to go hang out where there's carpet because it gets a little bit too loud in here for me. But we love it, man. I don't know what else I could say. Yeah. So.
That's really awesome. And I invite anybody watching this, like if you want to come out to a great show, Dallas should definitely be on your list. And you have this show, would you say it's like bi-monthly or is it every?
So every 6 weeks is what we schedule it. So and it sort of depends on availability of the hotel. So our next show will be July 15th through 18th, and then we'll have August 26th through 29th. Hope to see everybody there. Hope to see you guys here. So doing some more content. So we have some new stuff planned to give you guys more content. So we'll be announcing that here in the next few months or a few weeks.
Yeah, and then one more thing I wanted to touch on that I thought was pretty awesome is if you have a higher end card, whether this is either ultra modern or going back to vintage, I think it's great that the dealers can come here and lower their prices a bit for that, just because that they're paying so much fees that they normally be online, but here they can lower that price and give it up to someone else because they're not paying the fees, so they're able to have more room on cards and they're able to hook people up for either whether they wanted the card to invest or just to have for a little bit of time. But I think that's just a really awesome thing that this show brings that just can't really be duplicated. It's just very rare and awesome.
That's all good points, man. I love that. I love that in the trading aspect too, where you can't trade on eBay. So it's like so you got a great tournament. Anyway, I appreciate you guys coming out. I can't tell you how much I appreciate everybody coming out and everybody out there. Thank you guys for making us what we are. So come out and see us, and I appreciate it. Until next time. See you in July.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Here from Hobby Hotline and a couple guests. The amazing Ivan. Ivan. John Newman. Hello. Mars.
Newman.
Yeah, Brad Berthune.
What's up, everybody?
Drew Herndon.
What's up?
And our first guest of the day on his birthday, no less. Kyle Robertson.
I'm up.
Okay. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyle. Happy birthday to you. Woo! That's how we're going to start today's show.
So these market mover kiosks were all around the card show. I'm gonna show you on my computer what these are. So this is an app that I use on the daily. It's called Market Movers, created by sports card investors, and it shows you charts and a lot more advanced data based off of card comps on around eBay. So I have a graph of Ronald Acuna here. You can see all the different sales of the Acuna arranging. So you can see one back in February was about $550, and now they're selling for about $720. So these cards are up $170 over the last 3 months or so. And it's a really powerful app. Like I said, use it daily. You can figure out what cards I want to trade for, which cards I want to sell. You can make sure you can maximize your profits and then make bigger trades and collect more data rather than just looking at singular comps. I mean, it's so hard to compile the data in your head if you just look at comps and see if the card's going up or down. This tool makes it really awesome. So if you guys want to have market movers, you can use code Breakout and put on the screen right now and use the link down below in the description for 20% off Market Movers subscription. So make sure to check that out, code Breakout, and you'll get this app. Really love it. So some more vintage soccer pickups. I picked up some of the cards from this collection in Wisconsin last time. This dealer ended up buying the whole collection, so he ended up reselling some of the cards. A lot of it was wiped clean, but I still found a few that I wanted that I didn't pick up, so I was able to grab those. So two more quick pickups. I ended up getting 2 8s, 1 Unitas, and then 1 Jim Catfish Hunter, which is his rookie card. I end up trading one of these. I end up keeping one for the PC, but stay tuned for that. So the same dealer that I ended up getting the Catfish Hunter from in the Unitas had probably one of the best displays there. I mean, just take a look at these mantles over here. Take a look at the Cobbs. You have the Mahomes, the Trout autos, the RPAs, the high-end Jackie Leaf, the 52 Bowman mantle. I mean, my God. Let's check this out. So I got this Don Drysdale, which I got in Miami, this Unitas, which I picked up at the show today, Acuna, which I picked up at the show today, another Acuna, which I picked up at the show today, this Pee Wee Reese, which I've had for a few months, and then this Pete Rose, which I also picked up at the show today. So I had all these plus 400 cash to get the Walter Johnson, which is one of my grail cards, the Portrait Walter Johnson. such a beautiful card. I just can't believe I was able to work to it. And it shows you the power of buying cards and upgrading and trading the entire time. Don't ignore those dollar bins. Don't ignore those $20 slabs, because you can work your way up to a Walter Johnson. So for lunch today, I ended up meeting up one of my subscribers at Golden Valley Sports, and we ended up talking about cricket. I mean, there's not many cricket collectors out there, so you can see two of his Donald Bradmans that he has right here. Really beautiful in the SGC slabs. I mean, really early tobacco cards of the greatest cricketer of all time. So we talked for about 2 hours about cricket cards, a lot of it off camera and things like that. But I'm researching a ton into the sport, learning about new sets every single day, new players, and I can't wait to share that with content with you guys soon.
So going on, guys, Austin here from StarStock Dallas Card Show Day 3. We're a new marketplace to buy and sell on. We do things a little bit differently. The way our process works is we have our users send in their cards to us, we process them and we store them in our vault. Completely insured, completely free to you. From there, we give you a digital representation of that card, linked directly to the physical card in our account. You can buy and sell at the click of a button, very similar to the stock market. We only have 5% seller's fees, no trading fees, no sales tax, and no shipping hassle. Right now we're running a promo to get signed up. We're giving away a free card into your account. You pick out what you want. It'll go right into your account and you can kind of play with the site, give you a free trial, let you track the portfolio manager, see how the site works, get your feet wet with it. We'd love to have you out here. Come check us out. Big blue banner. We're here till 4 o'clock today. And it's always available on our website, starstock.com. See you soon.
Click on the collections tab. Go ahead and see the estimated portfolio value based on previous sales. Got one card in the account right here. It's a Jordan Alvarez. You can see what they're for sale for, where the offers are from, as well as the latest sale. Click on here and you can get, once this loads, you get all the market data. So you can go ahead and see where the previous sales were, as well as the charts. You can track.
I didn't pick up anything past the Walter Johnson for day 2, but it's now time for the Content Creators Dinner. A ton of big names that are going to be there, and I'm not going to spoil that for you. I'm going to be showing you some clips right now.
And in there, in your 30 seconds, include kind of what's distinctive about your hobby content delivery. Converted to a NASCAR. Every Saturday morning.
Lovegren with Go GTS Live. A lot of you also know me from my Twitter handle, Watch the Breaks. Never on Twitter, but
and I have a YouTube station called The Comeback Card Investor. Basically documents my journey back into sports cards after 20 years of being away, but also with a background of personal finance and personal development that I try to incorporate in my station.
Channel, I've been documenting the local card show scene in Southern California, which is a super tight-knit community. I made a lot of great friends through there, and yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Every Friday, which is a guest-driven show, less of me, more of them, is the recipe for success. Many in this room have been.
And then do Let Her Rip, which is a show sponsored by Tops and Panini that I do with Brad here.
We do 2 live shows every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Before that, we had the Fat Packs and Beckett Rating. It's just been a long 7-year journey now, and have a lot of fun creating with a lot of these guys. And thank you for having me.
War cards, discussion, education on pre-war cards, but primarily more vintage of the 50s and 60s. My niche is food and beverage cards. It's wonderful advertising cards, Saulmeyer's, Dandy Meats, Hunter's Meats, etc.
I guess that's what I was supposed to say. Mike Moynihan, I've been doing YouTube so long that I was able to get the name baseball collector. That's how long. That's what I do. I collect baseball stuff. That's it. That's how long I've been doing it.
AKA Mojo Sports, had to do the intro for the YouTube. I am the creator and owner of Mojo Sports. We do YouTube. You guys have seen our videos. We cover the show. Passionate about this thing. Been doing it 10 years.
When I was in college, and I had a chance to sell my cards that were not just my cards, my dad's cards, to a guy, and I was a poor college student, and he put an ad in the campus paper, and he's an amazing guy. And so he didn't pick me clean, otherwise we wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here, maybe y'all would be here. But he's a real straight shooter. Went into business with him. He was one of my partners in the store. And just if that's the first person you're going to meet in the organized hobby, to find a really quality guy. So we've become great friends. And was the next one the creating content, what Jay was saying about too many podcasts or too much information?
I was just saying
the struggles
of creating content, like what do you guys go through?
That's fresh and interesting and not duplicative. Okay.
Learn about. And yes, it's a struggle to get up every morning. It's a struggle to turn on the YouTube, and it's a struggle to make sure you're clear-headed.
To fill out that full episode, but maybe breaking it down into little pieces, like taking pieces, like maybe not looking at it as doing it all at once.
Every piece of content we put out, am I doing one of those two things, or hopefully both?
Yeah.
I try to be both self-deprecating and and be educational at the same time.
And buy it now before it goes up, but it might not go up, it might go down. If I tell people I want it, that might make it go up, but it might not.
But it might give me access to that card,
If
which
you're
is
never
the
gonna
other
see it
benefit
anyway.
to that.
So it's not worth doing if it's a common card.
We've seen this happen, right? So last February of last year, which is the first time that I rolled out with my membership program. And there was 2 levels of membership for Sports Card Investor. The higher level of membership, you got our Market Mover software. The lower level of membership, you got our Card Pick of the Week and other features like access to our Facebook group and our Discord that were private members only stuff and everything like that. I was pushing Card Pick of the Week. That was kind of a benefit of the membership. People pay $9 a month and every week I write a card pick. Undoubtedly, the market did move when I would put a card pick email on. I saw it happen, and to be quite honest, at first, I was kind of excited about it. I'm like, oh, you know what, people are buying the cards that I'm recommending, that's great. And they were all 100% cards that I believed in. I never, ever, ever, ever sold a single card after recommending it. However, my opinion on whether that was a good idea or not really started to change as last year went on. Because I realized what I was doing was encouraging people not to do their own homework and research, and encouraging people to take a lazy approach to the hobby, which is the market's going up, it's easy to make a quick buck, and the way you make a quick buck is by listening to someone with a big voice and latching on to their card pick, right? And so we made the decision, me and my team made the decision last October, that we really wanted to decrease the emphasis on that. So we did a few different things. People like the card pick content, and I am not against people putting out content about like, hey, here's what I'm buying, and why. But we decided to make some changes to it. So the first thing we did, first of all, is we got rid of the lower...
Now, piece in the hobby, producing more than 1 million copies by 1993 each month. How, it really wasn't that much of an issue. Did you really even have to think about it, or did you just say, we're just going to go this way and just...
Well, it's not the right thing to do, and basically you can't, people are born self-interested.
And then encourage people to find what they want out of it. Find what you like collecting. And it may be the weirdest off the wall thing, but that's fine. If that's what you like, focus on that.
There's no fun buying stories when I started doing price cuts. Because I didn't. I passed the sad buying stories or the purchases that were not made. I'm looking at a table where, we're tracking to see what cards are selling for. I'm looking at a card that's dramatically underpriced. It would be a steal, but it's, and I just walk on by.
So without divulging the secrets, what were you doing? What were some of the different forms of things you were doing to help produce the price guide?
I would just email Josh. Everybody asks that question. I don't know how much I can divulge there, so I'm gonna have to.
Well, I think we can say though we looked at all the available evidence.
We did. Yeah, absolutely.
I think we can say that
as much as possible. We're trying to let the data do the talking.
Yeah,
and from a multitude of sources. I think that you certainly can say without any.
I think the biggest thing I would like to clear up is it's just eBay or it's eBay. You look at eBay for the price. eBay is one part of the Beckett equation. It's not the whole Beckett equation.
And it's an important part, but it's not the whole part. We didn't have eBay when I started.
Right.
We spent $91,000 one year on sending analysts around the country to Price Guide to view things in person So we had more than the Ivory Tower.
Sending Rich to New Jersey.
Well, and
Well, I stayed on hotels that way.
says it's one part of it, and I've been guilty of saying some of those things about Beckett, and I mean I've said it in a social media platform, but the team over there, and Jeff's team, how many times have you seen the same card within a week sell for $1,200 and then $1,800 and then back to $1,500? Why the hell is it selling at all these 30% difference one time?
So I have to thank three people for this dinner. First, Rich Klein and also Jeff from Sports Card Investors. Both of them helped me get into this dinner. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it. And thank you, James Beckett, Dr. Beckett, for actually putting together the dinner and grabbing everyone Chick-fil-A. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, so some behind the scenes right here. I'm at my friend James' house, Elite Hunter. So check a look at this. I have some of my cards over here. I'm waiting for Jeremy for Sports Card Live, using his phone as the light up. I couldn't do this without you. I mean, I didn't know if I was going to even have a place tonight. And here we go. Along with the modern stuff. So I'm going to go over some of this stuff in a little bit, but I'll just show you. I have two cards right here, which I'll go over the deals, but you have like a Walter Johnson right here from T206. And then you have a CJ Abrams from 2019, who's one of the top prospects. So I literally have hundreds of years of different cards. I mean, I have cards from 2021 and 1887. So I collect quite a bit. So it's been a lot of high energy. The last few shows, a lot of people really haven't been buying a lot of cards, as I've been hearing from a lot of dealers. People, I think, have been holding back. But this show, so many transactions are going down. I mean, I saw multiple five-figure deals in front of me. I mean, within like the first 30 minutes there, I saw a $30,000 transaction just for vintage cards. And at Wisconsin, you should have saw this guy's display. He had a bunch of the Cup RPAs of Crosby and Ovechkin. He had the one-of-one logo bands of Ovechkin, and I was just sitting there. I was like, my God, I have never seen that nice of a hockey collection.
Here, Sports Card Investor. That must be
Yo,
Jeff Logan.
Jeff.
Giving you a shout out right there, Ryan.
Yo, thanks again for that dinner
live in your
invitation.
Dallas hotel room.
No, so I'm staying at my friend's James' place. Remember James from dinner? He let me crash in his place. I couldn't get a hotel room tonight, so I literally looked at hotels around in the area, literally texted him today, and he let me stay here. So I am here with James. You guys saw the live stream. James helped me out so much. I can't thank you enough, because I would have been stuck in a hotel lobby trying to live stream for Sports Card Live. It would not have gone well. So, and we got a really awesome setup over there for last second too. So thank you very much, James. If you guys don't know, James collects a bunch of pre-war cards and also boxing. Really great YouTuber. You need to subscribe to his channel if you guys like vintage, like boxing or anything else like that. Really great videos and everything. So make sure to give him a sub. I want him to hit 1,000 subs, so guys, go over there. So take a look at some of his boxing cards over here. James, you want to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, we got some of the names of names when it comes to boxing. Here's some pre-war of Jack Dempsey. I love Jack Dempsey. If you don't know, Mike Tyson got his style out of Jack Dempsey. Sugar Ray Leonard. We got Max Schmeling. We got the first champ right there, Jack Johnson. That's a beautiful Mecca. Here's Rocky Marciano.
You guys saw me pick this up as well. I'm telling you, most underrated boxing card right there.
Joe Louis, Floyd Patterson here. Of course, Thriller Manila, Joe Frazier. Here's the first champ, John L. Sullivan, Cassius Clay sticker, Manny Pacquiao. Just all the different eras there encompassed. I love boxing.
Everything, guys, from modern, like this Pacquiao over here, to Ogden cigarette, which is early 1900s or 1800s, or late 1800s. Don't know the exact year on this one. I know they printed from 94 to 07.
Here's another one of my favorites. Smelling with his mom on Mother's Day. You gotta love a card like that. Mama's boy.
Sweet. Thanks, James. So day 3, I only picked up one card. It was a Tiffany rookie card, which I'll show at the very end of the pickups. But I wanted to highlight a few things about the show that people may have missed. So the first thing I noticed is there's a lot of dealers that were really trying to help kids get into the hobby. There's people giving away free packs. And at the same time, there's dealers that would take a look at the kids' cards and make offers above comps. And I have to say thank you to all those dealers that did that, because that's going to help people coming into the industry. A lot of people start when they're really young. I mean, I started probably when I was 3, 4, 5 years old. I don't know. It's all a blur. But you know, getting the kids to stay in the hobby, and especially at these large shows like this, is really important for the long-term health of that. So I wanted to highlight this one clip and thank the dealer for that. Another thing I noticed around the show is you had both your modern really high-end stuff and your vintage. So I highlighted obviously the Ty Cobb PSA 9, some of the mantles, but there's also things like this Josh Allen that 1 of 5 from Prism. So if you want modern stuff that's really expensive, or if you want vintage stuff that's really expensive, a show like this has that over there. And again, if you want me to pick this up for you, check the link down in the description. But overall, Dallas was a really awesome show. I had a ton of fun, and I'm about to show you guys some of the pickups. But before that, I'm going to show you some barbecue that I got.
Plus is that I feel
I love this card. So guys, let me go over my pickups. You have these stacks over here, and let's go over them. So the first stack I got really early in the show. There's a bunch of rookie cards of Bueller and Flaherty and stuff like that. I ended up giving away one of my Flaherty's over to James. Well, I'll show you a little bit later what I ended up getting for that. But you can see all these Bueller chromes. There's a metallic and everything like that. So anytime I can pick these up for like $2 or so, I'm just going to grab them, put them away. I think Bueller and Flaherty are way underrated. I ended up giving away 3 of them to my friend James. So he had this Mel Ott. He knows it's trimmed and he didn't want it in his collection. So I collect Mel Ott cards. Decided just, why not, grab it. And yeah, so this is a Mel Ott from 1940. Really old card. Love Mel Ott stuff. You'll see a little bit later. So now I have the 1940 play ball. Really cool with that. Next are some singles that aren't slabbed. So we'll go over those real quick. First was a Justin Verlander. I got it as a short print. That's a rookie card. You can see absolute. It has that shine to it. It was only $10, so thought why not. When he gets back, his card prices will go up. Next, I got a Feller. Looks really, really clean. That mark isn't on the card. It's on the case. I do have one of these at PSA right now, but honestly, I don't really care. It's a beautiful card. I think this is better than the one I currently have. Next, I picked up some vintage soccer. So we'll go over those right now. First, I have a Mueller right here. I think that's how you pronounce them. If not, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not super familiar with all the soccer names. Next, I have a Stanley Matthews here. Another Stanley Matthews, which I have the Donald Bradman of. I love these cards. They're really, really cool. We got another Stanley Matthews. And then one of my friends on Twitter said I look like this guy. I'm going to put a picture of myself, and then I put a picture of this card. You let me know down below if I look like him. But yeah, I don't see it. But if you guys do, apparently that's what I look like. But these are really good shape. All Hall of Fame soccer players. Really early cards, tobacco cards. And I don't want to pass on these when I see them at shows. Next, some slabs that I found in slab boxes. So at Dallas, there's a ton of people that just give their slabs for like $15 or $20 and do discounts. So I picked up a few of them. I traded a lot away. But what I still have left is this 93 XL Derek Jeter. Pretty cool card with that. This one right here, I'm really happy. It's a Max Scherzer 2008 unnumbered. The pop on this is like, I think less than 50. Don't remember on top of my head. But this is a pretty rare card. And Max Scherzer is going to hit 3,000 strikeouts this year. And I like Max Scherzer stuff. So this is definitely going in the PC. Really cool card with that. Can't pass up on a low pop Scherzer rookie. Lastly, paid this for exactly eBay price. But, you know, I think it's a really undervalued card. And I'm not really going to complain. So you have a 87 Palmeiro as a PSA 9 Tiffany. Palmeiro has 500 home runs and 3,000 hits. So how can you go wrong with that? Pretty cool card overall. But yeah, so let's go over some more interesting stuff now. That's out of the way. So this is more newer stuff auto-wise. So first I have a Noel Marte clear from Leaf number to 10. Pick that up for $20. Can't go wrong with that. I got this in my Nolan Ryan deal. CJ Abrams button. And then you have the autograph on card also from Leaf. And this is a nice jersey patch. You can see on the side a little bit of the patch. Presents really, really well. Happy to grab the CJ Abrams. I'm really high on him. Next, we got some Vlads. So I picked these up for, I think, $100 each. I know people don't like the unlicensed stuff, but compare the prices to other players, are expensive. So we got a bronze right here and then a base. Pretty cool with that. Next is my Devers stack. Devers is one of my top guys from 2018 as well. So first, Devers Refractor PSA 10. Another Devers Refractor. This is from the Chrome update. This is numbered 50 of 250. Really cool with that. Next, the 3D Devers. You can see that on video. Awesome card. These are numbered at 269. It doesn't have it on there, but still a 9.5 of that as well. And lastly, I mean, this might be one of my best Devers cards on my PC now. I have to check, but boom. The Gold Wave. Auto, numbered to 50. Devers is crushing it, so I expect this card to do really well with it. And 22 of 50. Absolutely beautiful card. I love it. So those are some of my Devers pickups as well. I'll move these back over here. And now for the fun stuff, the vintage. And I killed the vintages show. You already saw some of the raw vintage soccer, but you know, the slabs, that's where it's at. This one. So let's go over them. First, I got an 8 of a Jim Catfish Hunter. So you're talking about a 1965 rookie card as an 8. I don't care who graded it. It looks really sharp. You can see that. A little off-centered, but still, it's an absolutely beautiful card. Talk about a Hall of Fame pitcher. Can't go wrong with that. Next, a 71 Nolan Ryan. It's a high number. This is from the 71s, and they chip really well. So it's hard to find in good shape, and this looks pretty sharp overall. I mean, obviously, it's shipping right over there, but still. Older SGC slab. But it is Nolan Ryan. Next right here is a George Sisler. Doesn't have a ton of cards. Has one of the highest batting averages of all time. And people forget about him. Slab's pretty dirty. You can tell that right there. So I'm going to get this reslabbed. But still, looks nice. We got some boxing cards now. Oh, the one and only Joe Louis. So we got E7 and E6. We got the Gallery of 1935. And then we got the other one right here, the postcards. Beautiful looking cards. Love the SGC case on the tobacco card right here. And yeah, Joe Louis, one of the best boxers of all time. Also got the Mel Ott. I've been looking for this card for such a long time. And, you know, I picked this up literally the first day I was there, just walking out the door. I saw this on display. The dealer ended up getting it in a trade and got a good deal on it. So I finally have the Mel Ott. I wanted the Mel Ott and Jimmy Fox for months, and I picked up both pretty fast, so I'm happy about that one. And this is a 3, so not a lot more upgrading with that. 4s are already super expensive. Upgraded the Nolan Ryan as well, so you saw I picked up the 4 a while ago, and now I have a 6, and this one's sharp. I'm telling you that. A lot better center on the back, too. I mean, it is off-centered. I'm not going to say it's not, but compared to the other one, it's the Nolan Ryan rookie, and it's a 6, so really happy to get that one. And lastly, my favorite card, and I'm telling you, it's hard to do better than the Nolan Ryan 6. Boom! A Walter Johnson Tito 6 portrait. Not only that, but it's one of the rarer backs as well. It's printed with the 649 factory. You can tell the difference because it's a 649 and then this bar right over here. But Walter Johnson. I know it is also off-center top to bottom, and the stamp does take a big part of the back, but still, man, absolutely beautiful card. Guys, one last thing. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're brand new to this channel. Every weekend I'm going to a different card show throughout the United States. I'm based in Florida, so I try to hit up the Florida shows, but I do travel for some other shows like Wisconsin or Dallas. I'm also going to the Atlanta show and Houston show, so catch me at one of these different shows if you are in the area. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm going to catch you in the next one.